Today is June 16th, 2019. It's Father's Day. And I woke up, all spiritual stuff aside. I know I talk all my spiritual stuff a lot, but I guess at this present time during me recording this, I haven't put any of them out yet because I have them all saved private because I'm, nervous about putting them out because I don't want people to look at Dan a different way, but it makes sense. You'll see why. But anyway, all that spiritual stuff aside, today's Father's Day, and I was thinking, I do very much embrace my being Dan. I love who I am. I love the fact that, I have realized how beautiful life is. But with all that aside, I got up this morning, like, out of nowhere, like 10 to 3, because I'm used to being up all the time at night. So I woke up and I went out and I meditated, and something just told me I have to go shopping for a Father's Day card. So I drove to Walmart at like 4 in the morning, and it's 6 now because I went to Walmart and I had like an awesome experience, and I recorded some stuff about that anyway. But then when I went to Walmart, I went in, I was going to walk over to cards, and I thought like, no, I don't want to get my dad a card. I'm going to get him something else, So now as I walked by, I saw Captain Marvel in the main display thing, and I was like, Captain Marvel, sweet, we wanted to watch that. That's the next one in order we haven't seen yet. So I grabbed Captain Marvel, and then because I grabbed Captain Marvel, I'm like, I can get my dad a movie. My dad's in the movies. What movies would I get my dad, So then I went back and I looked through and I saw another movie. I did buy another movie. I can't even think of what it is, honestly. I bought 3 movies, but anyway, the other movie, actually I bought 6 movies because one had 4 movies on it, but I can't even think of what the second one was. It doesn't even matter. Oh, Mrs. Peregrine's School for Particular Children or something like that. We liked that. The kids liked it. So, but as I was over there, I was thinking like, no, this ain't, we're not just gonna watch movies for my dad. It doesn't make any sense. I gotta find something better. So I was just walking by and I didn't see anything that really stuck out. And I was thinking, well, I guess I'll just go over to the Father's Day card. So as I walked by there, I saw the trilogy section. I never looked through the trilogy section or the series sections. I had like Harry Potter 1 through all, and it had like Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit movies all together. It had all the Star Wars, all the whatever. And down at the very bottom corner was Rocky and Rambo. And next to it, like I was thinking to myself how, and sorry about the lighting, I just noticed it's whatever. But I was thinking to myself how there's got to be like a movie that, that would show my dad what he means to me or something like that. And I didn't think, I wasn't thinking that exactly until that moment, because I looked at Rambo and like I saw my dad. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I have a lot of weird spiritual experiences, and like I said, all that stuff aside, what I see my dad as is like a warrior, a veteran. And even though he may not have worked a normal job like most people, he's a perfect example to me of you don't have to have a job to live. My dad's lived his whole life disabled, not able to go to work because more doctors wouldn't let him than doctors that would, and he tried to anyway and got more injured because he was injured in the war. And so that's how I see him, like, as Rambo. He's fought in the war, and that's stayed with him. He's had his family life, his upbringing was like its own kind of war. He went through alcoholism, which I'm not trying to expose anything about him, and blessedly I love him for it, and that's like a war he went through. And then I didn't even know that there was a Rambo 4. I knew they were making another Last Rambo, Last Blood, or whatever. But it caught the corner of my eye, and there's a Rambo 4, and it says the fight continues. And that, like, I was thinking to myself, like, well, it makes sense. My dad, there's three Rambo movies. Like, my dad would be like, Rambo 1, he was in the war. Like Rambo 2 is like the flashback and like, what he went through as a child. Rambo 3 would be like, the alcoholism. So he's gone through those wars. It's like my dad. And then I thought the fight continues, and I realized that, the remainders of the stuff, the remainders of his past, is the way his family was with him and the way his life was. Look at this. Look at that. Deer. Lots of deer and turkey. They're all just hanging out together. They're all hanging out like, what's up? And this turkey's like, hey, what's going on, man? Go turkey. Go turkey. Go. Go turkey. Go. Cross this way. Go across the road. Go turkey. Go. Go. He's the turkey trotter. Go turkey. Go, go, go. Do. Go turkey. Go. Go. What you gonna do? Hey. He's like, what am I doing? And the other birds are like, I'm like, hey, I've got this attention on me. I'm the turkey. Okay, go that way. Go that way, turkey. Turkey. Oh, hey, he's flying. You see that? That was pretty cool. Anyway, sorry. And I sort of got out of the element of what I was doing there because nature is beautiful. And anyway, you know, and I saw the last one, and my dad, okay, look at those deer. There's deer everywhere today. Like I saw like 4 earlier. I don't know if you can see that even on there. I don't know. And I'm not trying to, I keep stop recording, but nature, we are nature. This is us. And, oh my God, look at this up here. It's raining, but we missed them. There was like 4, and then just jogged into the weeds over here. Like there's a tribe of deer this morning. Oh wow, look at this. More. I don't think I've ever seen this many deer, ever. There's another one, Like literally before I started recording, there was so many. I don't know how many I could have. Hey deers. I mean, I'm sorry about that. I keep doing that, but this is, you know, it's just showing you how beautiful nature is, and it's because I've meditated. Like, there's animals all around me. There's the people around me. Like, you know, some people are stuck in their sadness and whatever. And I'm not trying to go on about that because this is about my dad. And I'm sorry that I rambled, but you guys know how I get tangenty. But anyway, I was looking at Rambo and I started thinking to myself, like, you know, that makes a lot of sense. We haven't seen that movie in forever, and that's a movie that I really like. I like Stallone. My dad likes the old action heroes too, and I'd love to sit and watch the Rambo movies with him. And when I went to grab it, I thought there was only 3, and I thought there was just like, I didn't really even pay attention. You know, yeah, it said there's a 4 movie pictures, whatever. But when I saw The Fight Continues, it made me realize that like my dad is to me, my dad is Rambo. My dad is like one of my idols. I always said that Hulk Hogan was my only idol to people. But, you know, to tell people, my dad is my idol. And be like, why? I'd be like, because he works hard. He works his ass off. And he loves us. And he only wants the best for us. And, like, to me, I see my dad as such a hardworking, loving guy who didn't get his fair share. And he deserves it. And I want him to have it. And he's still young in my eyes. Like, I see him still. He's just not last week, 2 weeks ago, he took a dive, face first, diving to catch a baseball. And he got it. He's almost 70, you know, like, that's not the typical 70-year-old, but at the same time, my mom and dad notice that they have ailments, and they're, you know, surrendering to pain and age, and they don't have to, but I understand it's hard not to. But for Father's Day, I want my dad to know how much I love him, and I know Rambo doesn't make much sense for a loving Father's Day movie, but I see my dad as a warrior, and I see my dad as an idol. And there's this little piece of me inside that's like a little boy that wants to say, I love my daddy, because I do. I love my dad. It's nothing to cry about. It's not sad. It's awesome. You know, like, it makes me like filled with joy how much I love my dad. And I don't know how to show him, so I'm not going to get all super emotional. Anyway, happy Father's Day. Peace.